Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I am taking you to Sheboygen, Wisconsin. Seriously, I can't make this stuff up. And we are going to Hello Creativity. We'll double check the name later. My friend Nancy told me about this and I had to go check it out. Here it is. Hello Happiness Creativity Center in Sheboygen, Wisconsin. And I showed you the front of the building, then I showed you the actual door that you go in. And they have shopping and classes and sharing and volunteering. And you can do all kinds of stuff. Don't bring kids and let them run around. It's a very small place. Accessibility might be an issue, Mary. Look at the price. Rubber stamps, 10 cents a piece. I couldn't believe it, you guys. I couldn't believe it. Victorian postcards, $3 each. I didn't look in there. That was probably one of the most expensive things in the store. Glitter, embossing powders, perfect pearls, not $4, 50 cents. Glues and cutters and just all kinds of cute little stapler. There's another section of staplers too that I had seen. I did ask to film, so don't worry. Paper cutting tools. There wasn't anything in there I needed. Like, I don't think I had the accessory things that those go with. Punches. Okay, I didn't need punches, but I did need to look. And I'm really picky about my punches. I like ones that are easy on the hands. And I didn't see any that I thought we just absolutely had to take home. The one that caught my eye was the fish. It's a flower petal if you cut off the little things, right? But I have scissors. I can make flower petals. And I have fancy edge scissors. So I decided I didn't need any of those. But look at the selection, and they're all 50 cents. I think. Maybe $1 on some of the bigger ones. Really good selection. I don't even know what that one does. I don't know. Maybe you're going to be like, I can't believe you didn't get that one. Very fun. Dies, like the big older ones, right? These big red machines. I'm not taking any of those home. Tons of Martha Stewart. There was another section of Martha Stewart. I don't know if those were. Those might have been those other ones. But there were a bunch of Martha Stewart. I didn't look at the stencils. I'm going to be honest with you. I was in this place for over an hour. And I didn't see everything. I'm backing up so you can kind of get an idea of the area that I'm in. Sorry. Rough day with the camera. Look at this. For me, this is overwhelming. I needed like Noni or Andrea or some of you who are hardcore shoppers. Look how well organized it is. Christmas stamps, family titles, hand stamped by, happy holidays and seasons greetings, happiness. Oh, I had to look in that one, didn't I? That is just my style. And lots of different age, right? Decades of stuff. That Believe stamp up there, I'm pretty sure I have that. That one's cute, but I didn't pick it up. Sometimes when you're upside down, it's hard to tell. Happiness is a choice. If you already watched my haul video, you know I brought that home. The haul did come out first just because this video is going to take me a long time to voice over and put together. Happiness is a warm puppy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Happiness is knowing you. May happiness be... I think I had that stamp before. If you've been around a while and you're a Stampin' Up! Fan, you're going to look at some of these and... Oh, maybe I should have gotten that one. I thought about it, but I didn't. Stay at home. I saw that one twice in the same day in different places. I don't need a hello stamp. That's a cute one, but who knows? I might already have it. Little stamps were kind of my obsession for the day. Food, teacher, I didn't even look. I mean, the bins that I went through, I showed you. I don't think I went through any stamp bins without you. Until you spread your wings, you have no idea. Something about fly. I bought it. You can see it in the other video. I slowed parts of this down, but some of them are real time. These were definition stamps. Like those were really trendy for a while, like defining happiness and defining different things. And text is great, but I didn't think I needed those. I'd rather have text that I would use for something else too. And what I find in my room is these have it on the end, but if I buy a stamp that doesn't have the image on it, I don't use it nearly as much as I would because I forget that I have it. It takes me a long time to figure out what it says. Tons of them. See, kindness, happiness. I don't know what that one says. Lucky. It must have been a whole Stampin' Up set. The life one is pretty neat. I don't think I came home with that. I am not going to buy anything that says live, love, laugh, or live, laugh, love. I just can't do it. I need something a little different. Look at all of them. I mean, and 10 cents a piece. I think all the stamps in this whole store are 10 cents a piece. I'm pretty sure. Now look at this. Do you guys use cookie sheets for storage? I bet these are like Dollar Tree cookie sheets, which are now more expensive than $1, but I thought the idea was pretty cool. And if you gave me a stack of cookie sheets, I would definitely use them and like them. Oh, this stamp. I really wanted this one, but then I was like, I know I could go home and make that, and I have stamps, and I have all these cool postage stamp ones. Probably should have bought it. 10 cents. Goodness sakes. What's wrong with me? That one was about butterfly and caterpillar. It didn't speak to me. Big stinking deal. I didn't know what I was going to do with that one. But that one that was cute, I probably should have brought home. Maybe some you just bring in and then you rotate out in your house. The stars tray, of course, we're going to check that one. There are a lot of stamps on that stars tray that I already own. I know. I might need an intervention, but you know, I had to check. And there are star stamps on there that I'm sure I have owned and then gotten rid of, like the cutesy ones. That Christmas tree one I think I had or maybe still have. I really like the cookie sheet idea. Let me know in the comments, do you use cookie sheets to store your stamps on? I think lots of times the things I use are too tall, and by using cookie sheets, you're not using more height than you need to use. So sometimes in these stores, you just get cool organization ideas. Baby, look at all those. Skipped them all. Didn't look. Don't even know. Unsorted. Oh, I had to peek. Let's look in there a little bit. See what we see. Friend, I think we already saw that today. Something with a star. Just believe. No, I'm not buying any of those ones that look like dots. Dots was a brand like in the 90s. Not buying any of those. Okay, the coffee one, super cute. We have a section of coffee in my room. Andrea and Noni and I have some stuff. We never use it, so I didn't. What was that? Was that dogs? How did I not get that one? I thought about this wood one for Tony, but then I was like, maybe she doesn't need fish. Remember, space is a priority. I do not travel checking bags. It has to go in my carry-on. PSX, I love PSX. I didn't buy it. I was so strong. Sets of stamps. There's quite a few. We're going to see some more. Yeah. So space was an issue. And I didn't take enough clothes on this trip. I had to see, there's another one. It's like a postage stampy one. And I was like, oh, I had to mooch some clothes from Mr. Crafting and Relaxing at some point. And he was kind of annoyed, but I was like, I needed space in my bag. I knew I was going to this place. It was planned. Stamps, just kind of going. I was like, oh, they don't have very many of those kind of stamps. And then, oh my gosh, hang in there until I find my way. Because this is the first time I've ever been there. When you go to a place like this, sometimes it takes you the first day to sort of learn your way around. Now, these are boxed. I don't know why. Maybe they've been there a long time. Maybe they came in boxed. The butterflies. Oh, I looked at them. 70 cents. Yep, you saw that right. 70 cents for the box of stamps. And these were mostly themes, like there's a holiday, there's a Christmas one right there, and a lot of them were probably sets, you know, baby, different things. Maybe they came in that way, I don't know. But I was just trying to look, and to look one-handed and see, you know, see what we see. Sometimes you don't know what you need until you find it. On the left, you see it's a girl and it's a boy. Oh, I remember that stamp set from a very long time ago. Isn't it funny when you see stamp sets and you're like, I remember that came out. I wanted it. Fun, Merry Christmas stuff. I didn't. I just did not look at Christmas. You guys would have been so proud of me. I just kept powering through. This box I bought. I bought this. I didn't keep all of it. You'll see that in the other video probably. But I did purchase the box. I'm not sure what my logic was. And, I mean, they're the same price, right? Are there 8 stamps in the box? And I didn't even want them all. But I wanted enough that I paid 80 cents. And maybe they just box some of them because they have the boxes. If you like the Stampin' Up! Containers, which I do, this is a good way to get them too. But I didn't want to mess with the box coming home, so I just returned it. I just took what I wanted and said, here, thank you. I'm just looking and going, there's a couple of stamp sets from Stampin' Up! Over the years that I donated, and now I'm like, I wouldn't mind having those back. And I don't have a strong preference. Clear, wood block, I like them both. I usually use my... Mary, look at this. I know that you said something to me at some point about you needed a handle or you needed a roller, and I could not remember. And I probably should have stopped and messaged you right then, and I am sorry. But I don't know, maybe you're going to go through Wisconsin. If you go to this place, try and hit off hours, like right when they open, it wasn't bad. Or maybe ask for some help. That is in the corner. You'll find it pretty fast. You could just ask them to bring it over to you too. But there was a lot of roller stuff in there if you guys are into those Stampin' Up! Rollers. That wintry scene was cute, and I'm sure it was a PSX. PSX was Personal Stamp Exchange. Maybe 90s they stopped, maybe 2000s, and they had really detailed artistic stamps. And I just get sucked in. Even if I don't use them, they're just pretty on the wall, and they make me happy. This, again, PSX. The thing I don't love about this line of stamps is they made irises, which are not my favorite. I live in a community that has an iris festival, don't tell anyone. But I don't like that they put like the name of the stamp on it, or the name of the flower on the actual stamp. So you have to use a marker. Wasn't that cute? Oh, winter. Sunflowers, okay? That's not necessarily my jam. If I buy those, then I just send them to Beth. So I just decided, nah. She probably has more sunflowers than she knows what to do with because all of us send her sunflowers. Fun stuff in there though, right? Flowers and gardens. It is harder to shop with one hand. Hello, look at this whole rack of stamps. So they definitely have a lot more than just the woodblock stamps. This top section was embellishments, wood things. I was kind of looking through there to see, like, did I see any basic gray ephemera hanging up there? Did I see anything that I let get away the first round or would like a restock? I did not find any basic gray, but let me say something crazy to you. I did not look at the scrapbook paper at all, except for the part that you see in this video, and I'll show you when it's time. I just had to pace myself and prioritize. I didn't look at ink pads because those are tricky to travel with. My friend Noni is a big Altenew fan, so that caught my eye, but it was like, it wasn't a stamp. Oh, look, stamp sets. And I was like, oh, I already have cuter ones than that. I don't need that. The brands, the quality varies, right? So some of these stamps are going to be like the, I probably wouldn't have bought them in the first place. And then you've got Altenew and Hero Arts and all kinds of good stuff in there. So just keep that in mind. All the prices in this place, though, are very, very affordable. I mean, if you didn't have a space issue, if I had brought a car and I was on a road trip, oh my gosh, I would have put a hurting on this place. I might have had to go out and get lunch and come back. Tickets. When I left this place, I went to Culver's, which, if you know, I'm from Oregon. We don't have frozen yogurt, so I went to Culver's. I used the restroom. I got frozen custard and got back in the game. So, I mean, if I'd had more time, I could have just gone back around. This was a trip where this store was over an hour. I think like an hour and 20 minutes, maybe even an hour and a half from where I was staying. So I only got to go once. I didn't get to go back the next day. And I took Mr. Crafting and Relaxing and my nephew to a golf course. And they texted and said, we're half done. And I wrote back and said, I am not. I mean, yeah. Now, I had to drive back to where they were. Like, I dropped them off along the way, but still. Okay, now this part I've slowed it down a little so you can see the stamp sets a little more. If there was a system to which ones went in which categories, I didn't check the ends. I didn't know. Whimsy Stamps is a really nice brand too. I think they're made in the U.S. A lot of numbers, which are really trendy now. Tim Holtz has got some new ones, some baby stuff, all kinds of good stuff. And I really, if you've been watching me, I have been so well behaved this year. I bought some items that I needed for, you know, basic staples, and I've bought card-based paper. And then I had a couple of travel splurges like this, but I am not buying 25 cents for stamp sets. Are you kidding me? There were a bunch of those cute little girls. I don't know who they're from, but you'll see them in here, I think. And a couple different brands. I don't like to color, so I don't buy a lot of those cutesy little girls. But, I mean, the selection, right? Baby boy, different. Here, see her? She's cute. But you have to color her hair, and I'm not going to do that. Honeybee Stamps is an Oregon company near me. I didn't buy that because I figured Noni probably has it anyway, my friend next door. This was kind of neat. Having hope builds courage. You got this. Be strong. If I bought that, I would probably cut them apart, and I didn't think of that until just now. I'd like to have the bottom part that says be strong. I'd cut that off with scissors. It would freak you guys out, but, you know, I do it. Every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. Now, I don't know why I didn't buy that. I'm going to be honest with you, but I don't think I did I? Yep, that seems to be 10 cents. 10? Is it seriously 10 cents and I passed it up? Okay, so these, a lot of people like these, and I've watched videos with a couple of my online friends that color these, and they're gorgeous. I'm not going to do that. Two Lips Stamps. Are you guys familiar with this brand? I don't think there's anything I'm going to have to edit out, but we'll see. All I ask is that if I'm ever murdered, you make my chalk outline 4 sizes smaller. Okay, I loved that one, but like, what am I going to do with it? You know, it's the kind of thing where you only have so many friends you're going to make a card for that with. Like my friend Michelle, I can make her that. Some people are like slinkies. Not really good for much, but bring a smile to your face when pushed down the stairs. Again, maybe not a stamp I'm going to use a lot, but it would make your friend laugh when they open their card, right? Sometimes I think, screw this job. I'll just quit and be a stripper. Then I remember that I'm fat and can't dance. I was not familiar with this brand, I don't think. They're funny. That's some Lawn Fawn, looks like. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Two Lips. Some more of those. My favorite things. In these stores, you're going to find all sorts of variety and the quality and the decades that they're from and that kind of thing. But I don't see many stores that have prices like this. These prices were unbelievable, and the selection was really good. A lot of nice variety. To the world, you are something, but to your family, I don't know. I think you're supposed to fill in the blank. I didn't think I needed that one. The Greeting Farm, more cute girls. All sorts of things that you could color and do and fill in. My friend Noni is texting me. I'm trying to make this video. And just amazing. I mean, I know a whole bunch of you are going to be like, what is wrong with you? Because you're going to look at my haul and say, what the heck? But I don't know. I am not a great shopper. And when there is this much, I kind of panic. It was amazing. So here I sat down on the floor and I pulled out a bigger bin to show you, which is probably good. I probably needed a sitting break. These were like themed, like it's you, it will always be you. It's like about our fairy tale and romance. I'm not going to use that. Like more like you're making a scrapbook for your wedding or your romance or your life. And I have scrapbooks in Mr. Crafting and Relaxing. Doesn't look at them. But see, they're like Crafter's Companion sets. I'm sure someone paid very nice prices for those. Family, wishing you both a lifetime of everlasting love. Yeah, it's cute. These are cute. You'd have to color them. Numbers, a lot of numbers and letters and all that kind of stuff. Hero Arts. Hero Arts stamps, they always work, you guys. They're good quality. Lots of alphabet stamps. If you're into that, it's a great way to make borders on your scrapbook pages because you can say whatever you want. You can also customize for kids and names and that kind of thing. I bought that one. You can see it in the other video, and I'll read them all to you in the other video. 50 cents. Yeah, you saw that. I can't even. If you go to the store, donate. I probably should have taken stuff. I didn't even think about it. That's another strategy as far as space in your suitcase, right? You take a bag and you give it to them. When I go on a trip where I'm meeting one of you, then I usually bring something for you, and then that empties space in my suitcase. Look at that. Probably should have bought those. I don't know. Those are probably like the, oh, you have to mount them. I don't really need them, but numbers are so... Oh, those, I think I saw those a long time ago. Nice font. I think when I was learning to do, I don't know, fancy pen writing. Not calligraphy, but something else. I mean, look at this. It just keeps going. Okay, I looked at this, and then I was like, I don't make cards for Passover. The star is really cool, but I just thought, yeah, I'm not going to use this. But for $1, I might have just liked the star. I also thought it was a little too big for an A2 maybe, or limiting maybe, but I loved that it was so ornate. I mean, some of these, you know, that's the Joanne brand. I don't know what's going on here. It might be close to my heart. Not in the package. You know, just loose, flying crazy. I don't know what that Discover set in the back is. Oh, foam mount, you know. But I didn't even look at it. Looked like it was probably animals or something. I don't know what that thing in the middle is. We're just kind of looking around now because we're sitting on the floor. And I'm probably tired to get up, honestly. Trying to fit that stuff back in. So I probably showed you most of the stamps on this rack. More than half, for sure. It said something about sentiments, and I was like, oh, we have to look then. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, don't need those. Some holiday stuff, like Valentine's and other things. Party, baby, thanks, thank you. If you've watched me for a while, you know that I have a ridiculous amount of stuff, but I love sentiment stamps. I love motivational, inspirational, look on the bright side, find the joy in every day. I will buy those stamps all day long, even if they aren't 10 cents. Is that a bicycle stamp? I don't know. We need a better shopper making these videos, don't we? Those were kind of neat. They were like the circle stamp, and then you put the little thing in the middle. I was like, yeah, we don't need those. Stamps kind of go through trends. Little darling rubber stamps where, you know, circles will be really popular for a while, or banners where you cut things out. You've got the biggest heart. You are my happy place. Just a note. I mean, a real versatile set. I'm so happy you were born. Border Palooza. Merry Christmas. Okay, Season's Greeting. I put it back. They were nice fonts and fairly small, so you could decorate your card really well. I like those. At the same time, I probably have them, right? And you've got flair. I think I've seen that in my life somewhere before, but I don't think it's in my drawer. If you're one of those people who like made a database of your stamps, that's great. I don't. I sometimes watch a video when I'm in a store to see if I already have something, but for 10 cents, let's be honest, if I really want it, I just bought it. Altenew, my friend Noni loves Altenew. I bought this bad boy, and at first I texted her and said, hey, do you already have this? And then I was like, I don't care if she already has it. I want the 2 sentiment stamps out of it. So, yeah, we'll just take it home. I did not see any other sets of Altenew stamps, Noni. I was keeping my eyes out. Then I thought for a really long time, and I'm like, isn't it weird that I've been in this store for a long time now? I didn't necessarily show you guys in order. I tried to show you logical sections as if you were walking through the store, not wandering like a lunatic. And I hadn't seen any dies, not any dies that I would want. And I thought, oh, they're here somewhere. So I kept looking. I was about to ask, and then I found this bin. And it had some good stuff in it. Grateful, thankful for you. And how much is it? I don't know. It might be what I call fiddly. And if it's fiddly, it doesn't get to stay in my life. But if it cuts nice and it works, I liked the grateful and the thankful because they aren't too big. Some of the sentiment dies I buy take up the whole thing. 50 cents. Yep, 50 cents. You'll have to check the other video. Yeah, I came to my senses in case you were worried. I don't know what that gold thing is. I never even looked at it. A bunch of these are the old kind of dies. Did we call them dies? Dry embossing. Dry embossing? Where you took a metal tool and you traced the thing. And I am proud to say I never got into that because I thought I am not going to do that. But that's what a bunch of these are. You can also use them as stencils. You can just, you see this and you go, oh, I want a cup with a straw sticking out of it. And you can use your ink blenders and stencil with these. I didn't do that either. I never got into buying them. Oh, this thing is cute. I looked at it. I think it's like schoolhouses or something. Probably would have been great for school cards. I don't know. Panicked, put it back in the thing, I think. I don't remember seeing it in my basket. Yep, looked at it, pondered, put it back. Oh, got sidetracked by this one. Didn't buy that one either, you guys, in case you're wondering. Hey, I wanted to leave you some good stuff, okay? Oh, is that another one? I think it is. I don't think it's the same one. Then some cute stuff. This would have been good for school cards. Didn't buy it. The other thing is, look at these. They're $1. The magnet sheets are in there, and some of them are double-sided. Okay, this one was cute. It's like paper clips and office-y supplies. I don't know. Didn't need it. I'm sure they're, you know, not the kind of dies I would buy just based on the look and the packaging. This one, I don't know. I was kind of confused. What am I looking at? Shells? Oh, you know what that is? It's a fairy house, I bet. I bet you're supposed to make like a little mushroom fairy house. Hot air balloons. Noni loves them. She has them. This one, I pulled this out and started talking to people. I was like, hey, do you bake and cook? Because she's standing in the paper craft section with me, right? So she's obviously interested. And she's like, yeah, a lot. And I was like, oh, you have to look at these. Because I probably wasn't going to use these. I mean, they're adorable. It's a whole, like, baking set. Would have been great for a couple of the theme journals or recipe books. Probably people at the craft fair would have gone nuts. I wasn't going to use them, and I knew that. So, anyway, those are gone now. I don't know what that is. These, I couldn't quite figure out. I don't know if they... Oh, they're barnyard animals. That's what they were. I didn't buy these either. But again, these are not high-quality dies. I don't know how much these cost online, but it's not that much. And I always worry, some of the things, like, they took them from another company, right? They used someone else's designs. I think these are animals. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there. Sometimes when you don't have the instructions or the packaging, you're like, I don't know. Cute little hearts and circles and borders. Could have bought those. These, they're trains, aren't they? Are they trains? I think so. I don't know. Sometimes there was a stamp set somewhere that went with them, right? And then that made more sense. I looked at... Alexa, stop. She just randomly started talking to me. I'm not going to say her name again because your devices will go nuts. Okay, this one I looked at and paused, but I have a really cool butterfly die that Kathy gave me, so I didn't need that. The jars, yeah, you could do all kinds of stuff with them, but really you could get out a pair of scissors or something and trace, and I didn't need them. Some stuff you just have to ask yourself, is it worth the space in my life? Oh my gosh, is this the biggest tub of sentiment stamps you've ever seen? May today be a happy memory. I moved on. Oh, this one? Yep, we brought this bad boy home. It's in the other video. And I still don't know. I haven't looked yet to see if I'm the one that has it or if Nancy has it. But someone here in the Crafting and Relaxing family already had that stamp. Enjoy the moment. Yeah, that's great. If you don't like the art that's on it, you have a knife or a pair of scissors. But to one person, you may be the world. I liked it, but I didn't know how much I would use it. may be up and I may be dressed, but that doesn't mean I'm awake. Yeah, so you're in your 50s. The 50s rocked. A lot of good stamps, just not a lot of, I don't like that font, things that I wanted to use in journals. I'm really not looking for stamps for cards that much, because honestly, I have plenty of sentiments and I could decorate cards with all sorts of things all day long. Is that weird? Are you guys operating with she who has the most stamps wins? I think I looked at that same stamp twice. I got confused about what my system was for moving them around in the bins. I play with the stamps that are within sight or that I left on the counter or whatever, and then I forget to dig into my drawer and find great stuff. I am sure I have at least 20 or 30 stamp sets, at least, that I've never used. A friend stamp. I have good friend stamps, and I didn't love the font so much on that one. It felt a little heavy to me. I've seen this stamp before, and I didn't buy it. And I'm sure it's PSX, and maybe I should have. The holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of imagination. I don't think so. I don't know. See, I pondered it. I was like, do we need this? Do people want this in their journal? The font's a little hard to read, and I just don't align with the sentiment. I don't know, wasn't that inspired. Sweet and a crown and happy Easter. And, I mean, pretty much anything you needed, I think you just go in there and buy. I did see quite a few stamps that I already have, which cracked me up, because I'd be like, oh, I like that. Yeah, I have that. And I am not the worst as far as how many stamps I have. Just a note. Yeah, I've had a stamp that says that, probably do right now. I don't use them, especially if they repeat it over and over. I could give you so many cuter images or backgrounds. Isn't it crazy? Did that bin say fall themed? I didn't even look. Didn't look. Some of the stuff we did like a close-up before, and I'm just trying to, okay, did we miss anything? Sort of checking. Rack of, I don't really know. I didn't spend time looking at that rack. I think it was just assorted items. I mean, in a creative reuse store, some of the areas you're going to look at and be like, yeah, I have no interest in looking in there. And then others, you're going to sit down on the floor and plant yourself. Little envelopes for earrings, leather cuffs. Look at this. Just drawers of ephemera. I did not go through any of these. I didn't. I did get sucked in by the washi tape. I admit it. I would have told you before I went there, I do not need washi tape. And the lady was kind enough to bring me another tub. I think it was new coming in. And she was like, oh, here's some more. I was like, well, that's just great. Things to know about washi tape. It does get old. You have to use it. If you have washi tape in your house that you're hoarding, use it. That was a combination of stash and hoarding, storing. Use it up, because the layers will stick, especially depending on the quality. If it's white, it will yellow. Like, you have to use it. And I mean, it might yellow in a journal, but I'm okay with that. At least it got used. Sorry, you're looking at my hand, not the washi tape. But if you use the washi tape you have or donate what you have, then you can get more for sure. I like to look for things that are a little different, things that I'll use. I think I bought that one on the left, that black and white one with the leaves, but maybe I didn't. Is that the leafy? Is that the bee one I bought? Or maybe it's a different one. I don't know. And I think the washi was crazy cheap too. I don't know if you just saw the price somewhere. Maybe it was 50. What? Sometimes when I'm shopping and filming, I just kind of forget you and I get sidetracked. Clearly the washi tape was a big distraction. That tulip one is cute, isn't it? Okay, this leaf one, fall, I had to. How could I not? Now, I think a lot of these are probably made in China, AliExpress, whatever, shipped in. But again, secondhand, all right, let's do it. I don't even know what that was. I did not buy that one. Oh, okay. I bought that one, which means I didn't buy that other black and white one. Probably should have. I really like black and white to mix in here and there, but like I said, black and white yellows, so don't overbuy on these washi tapes. I had trouble on a lot of these telling I don't buy this, like I don't order from like AliExpress and stuff. I couldn't tell if the roll was almost empty or if it was like full. I was just trying to understand if I was buying an inch of tape or a whole thing. See, the nice lady brought this to me. How could I not look at it? Yeah, I had to look. Okay, 25 cents or as marked. Okay, well then, I mean, why not look? Now, this is clearly made in China, because did you notice in the other video, when it was clear and you could see it, it doesn't say admit one, it says admit on. So every one of those tickets, pretty sure has a typo on it. But I tore them up when I was playing with them a little bit, so I'm not always going to use a whole ticket. If you're collaging, fine. If you find something with a typo, just tear it up. So these are not high-priced washi tapes, but I didn't pay a lot for them either. And some of these rolls are brand new. That's probably why they have as marked, and I think the brand new ones are 50 cents. Pre-folded cards, 5 cents a piece. We've gone into a different room now. It's maybe like 4 sections or 3 sections, I don't know, but we're in this one that is junk journaler's paradise, okay? The stamps are out front. This is in the back. You've got paper products for card makers and junk journalers, books and magazines. I was kind of looking for, hey, do I need a magazine for the plane? But then I was like, focus. Don't give up your space for just, you know, and they were books. I did not see, maybe we're going to see them in this video, like just a magazine for like 25 cents that would be good for the plane, because I forgot some. Even though you guys sent them to me, 10 cents. Again, I just took a brief scan of those stamps because I didn't know why they were there. Maybe just so we knew. Encyclopedias. Like, where else can you just walk in and be like, I'd like an encyclopedia. I don't know how much they were, but I bet they were crazy cheap. Okay, large paper poster board. Obviously, I'm checking a carry-on. I didn't look at any of this stuff. I was just trying to give you an idea of the sheer variety. Plus, let myself look. This is where it gets hard, you guys. Paper bits and pieces, 5 cents, 20 for $1. Stick with me here for a while because the selection is amazing. Oh, that says ephemera 25 cents. Oh, I might not have paid the right prices. My apologies to the store. Okay, so maybe they weren't all 5 cents. Maybe they were 25 cents and I got it wrong in the other video. Still, they were a very good price. And I got tired of counting, so I just rounded up when I was told her how much to charge me. But I might have still come in short because of the 25 cents. Look at this. I didn't go through these. 25 cents. There's a map in there. There's all sorts of ephemera. This is all we looked at the paper. I saw Winnie the Pooh. Then I walked away. Okay, we're back at the ephemera section. And my brain is like, get some of this. And then I'm overwhelmed. Are those cigar labels? I think Tony has some of those and she plays with them. Paper bits and pieces, playing cards, flashcards, words. Look how well sorted they are. Nancy, you could just buy the bin. Playing cards. Just kidding. Garage sale-y dots, stickers, due date, guest check, book plates. I didn't look through that one. Just showing you this. Didn't touch it. Didn't take a single thing out. Coin holder, chipboard, color swatch, bookmark, numbers. I peeked because it was fun. Didn't buy any. See, I was like, numbers? That's interesting. Yeah, numbers. I just went, okay, do you guys want to see this? I was trying to understand. So pay attention to the prices better than I did. Some things are 5 cents. I think all this stuff is 5 cents, but some of that stuff on the top was 25 cents. So I might have messed that up a little bit. Clear pockets. I didn't get any of those. Not really into the plastic in the journals. I like different textures, but like, I don't know. Tags. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is off to the left. It was another bin, and I started to like weaken. The reality of it is, tags I thought were trendy, but they're like a trendy thing that doesn't go away. I didn't slow this down. It feels like I may have sped it up. Tags, you can sit and make them all day long, but sometimes, like I should have got those big manila ones. 5 cents for those? Come on, what is wrong with me? Sheer panic. This is all stickers. I did not look at these at all. I just wanted you to see if you're a scrapbooker or a kindergarten teacher, or you just want stickers because maybe you like to collect stickers. There you go. Oh, there was adding machine tape. Stamps. I bought postage stamps. I did it. I did it. Theirs were cuter than mine. I had to. Look at all this. There were more places that I wanted to look, but there was so much. I didn't go through that bin. I don't know what's in there. Little book embellishments. Except for peeking at these bees, I don't think I bought anything out of here. What is this? It's like a million cool stickers. I don't know. The bees, looks like somebody made them. They're somebody's UFO or embellishment. Gold. How come I never thought to make gold and black bees? Those are pretty cool. But I don't think Noni makes them gold and black. I like it. It was fun. I put them back. I was a little worried they might get beat up along the way in my travels too. That was part of it. But I think they were a quarter. Come on, you guys. If you go there, don't stop to make a video. Just shop your little hearts out. Fun little tags, string tags. I like those to play with sometimes. Okay, the wheels came off the bus a little bit in that section. We'll come back to that. Magazine. Maybe that's where I should have gotten magazines. I don't know what all. Oh, those are vintage. We're going to get down there and look. So vintage magazines, and they're 25 cents each. Now, this isn't really what I wanted to entertain myself on the plane, but people and life and a bunch of like retro kind of fun stuff, that's a killer deal. Killer deal. Other stuff, just neat stuff. Wedding anniversary, vintage cards for 25 cents. I should probably give them some, huh? Small notebooks. If you know me, you know I've got a notebook problem. I shouldn't buy them because I make them too. Vintage magazines. Sheet music was in here. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I don't recall seeing any player piano rolls, but that doesn't mean they weren't there. Plain paper, $1 a pound. Cardstock, $1 a pound. Didn't even look. Cardstock is really heavy to buy when you're traveling, so I usually avoid that unless it's like something, you know, I want to play with that day. Paper, $2 a pound. This is all I did. I just looked. I just wanted you to know they have paper. I didn't even go through and look for basic gray. I was getting worn out, you guys. So much. It would have been nice to have a friend with me. Hello, you know who you are. You could have gotten in the car and driven. I don't know how far it is. But, you know, if you have a friend, they checked one section. Oh, is there anything for us? No, I looked. Patterns, 25 cents. That's great. I mean, usually the vintage ones are way more than that. And those were vintage for 25 cents. Big Jumpstart paper pads. Oh, I don't think I filmed that because in the beginning I was just looking. They had a bunch of these Jumpstart kits, like an ephemera thing to play with. Old photos for 50 cents. I thought the Jumpstart kits were amazing, and I was going to buy one. I don't think I did. I don't know what happened, but I thought if I bought one of those and a thing of washi or some sort of adhesive, I could entertain myself on the plane. I bought so much stuff, I had plenty to play with. Look at these old photos. I love that they're women and they look like they're having fun. Usually you get like a bunch of stodgy, grumpy family members or kids that someone made pose, so I thought that was fun. I did get a couple of those. Again, I didn't look very much. I love the old cars. Old cars in the pictures. That's just fun. I like cars. I'm a big fan of cars. In case you haven't figured it out, this video, I don't know what they were doing here. I think it's from a play. This video is crazy long. I hope you had coffee and you're kicking back and relaxing. I was going to look at more, and then I was like, we have to move on, people. So some of this video is slowed down a little, but I definitely shopped this place for more than an hour. I did not see it all, and it started to get crowded. I could have been there when the doors opened at 10 a.m. Knowing what I know now, I would have. I would not have dawdled and stopped at retail stores along the way and been like, oh, I need a soda and da-da-da-da. No. I don't know why I needed a soda so early, but I did. I would have been standing outside the door at 10 a.m. There's all those tickets. Look how many there were. Because the selection was amazing. And I probably should have gone out, drank some soda in the car. It was sitting in the car, I think, and taken a break. Or maybe I got it after. Look at all the ribbon. So now we're in a different room. We're in the room of cross stitch, which I'm not going to show you at all. Fabric, ribbon, embroidery floss, which I may have just showed you the price real quick. Thread, 25 cents. Okay, great. Look at those spools. The fabric, I barely peeked. I just said, okay. I have fabric at home that I haven't used, but, you know, you just never know where the day is going to take you. Embroidery thread, 5 for $1. All right, try and beat that. I didn't look to see, like, if it's, like, made in China or DMC and those guys. Oh, this is, yeah. I bought some. I couldn't not. It was 10 cents. Okay, little tiny whatnots for sewing people and notions and spools of thread. They had the vintage one separate. Look at the buttons. Vintage buttons. 5 cents for each button. You need some buttons? I mean, you could actually, I didn't, but you could look through and find the cool blue ones or the cool, they were just hanging. Look at everything here is sorted magnificently. It's just not one of those places where they're all dumped in giant things. Oh, except you've got to see the buttons. I'll show you that in a minute. I couldn't figure this out. The room was kind of dark. I don't know if it was clear. I don't know what's going on, but there was some stuff in there. I wanted to research more, but I was using one hand. And okay, now we're talking buttons. Look at this. Big thing of black buttons because you need that. And then a big thing of white buttons. And look at this goodness. Oh my gosh, I almost lost my mind. I don't need buttons. I have lots of buttons. Oh, she came home with me. Yes, she did. When I got to the section, and there were people like around me at this point. Like I was still filming and it was probably awkward for some people, but I was careful and I had asked permission, but there were people around me in this room and I may have squealed or something. Sewing notions, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you probably, if you're a good shopper, you could have, look at this. They're sorted in little colors, buttons 5 cents a piece. You probably could have spent an hour in this room looking at all the fabric and all the buttons. Now we're back out like in the front area. When I first came in, I wasn't filming. I think this is where I tangled the people in some thread. Beads, jewelry, tools. I wanted you to see the selection, the variety, even though you won't necessarily see it in my haul. I didn't buy any beads. I didn't buy any jewelry, tools. You know, some stuff TSA doesn't like you to have too, so you have to be careful. Lots of bags. All sorts of options for gift bags and gift wrap. I didn't even look at the tissue. What was I thinking? Tissue is so fun to layer with. Make it an art journal. They've got you set up for kits. Like if you're traveling or if you have a friend that's new. I just wanted to see what was in these. Magnets, wood beads, bells. I mean, you never know when you're going to need some bells. Wood pieces, wood beads, just all sorts of things. You just can't even believe it, can you? Shells. I hope you had fun in this video and you weren't like, oh my gosh, she's so boring and this was terrible. Find your way to Sheboygen, Wisconsin. It is way on the east side, over an hour north of Milwaukee. It seems to have a lot of great golf courses if you have someone with you that needs to be dropped off. Other people said their significant other was in the car, and I was very lucky and smart to have dropped mine at a golf course, and they thought perhaps I was nicer than them. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.